Hi, welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Monday, August 23rd. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church in Maplewood, New Jersey. And Take a Break, Take a Breath is an invitation for you to just pause in your day. Actually, to just breathe and to center yourself in God who made you and loves you and calls you by name. Each time we come together, I reflect on a different scripture, and we've been reading through the Gospel of Mark, although we took a slight break from that while I was on vacation. So as we come back to the Gospel of Mark, we're on Mark 15, 21 to 41. It's the story of the crucifixion of Jesus, not the resurrection of Jesus. That'll come later. It begins with the journey from the trial out to Golgotha, the hill where he is crucified. They conscript Joseph of Arimathea to carry the cross, and as he makes his way out there and is eventually nailed to the cross and crucified, the crowds make fun of him, and his disciples are nowhere to be found except for a few women, which is notable. And then we note that he's crucified between two criminals, and that he cries out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" which is actually the part of the reading that we're going to use for our reflection time and our prayer time today. And then when he dies, the one person who declares or says truly this is the Son of God is a soldier of all things. And this soldier says this after the crucifixion, after he dies. So if you haven't already done so, I invite you to go to a quiet place in your house, or if you're like me, I'm still working from down the shore. I've found a quiet place off by itself at the shore, and I am there. And then close your eyes and feel the support of the chair that you are sitting in. Feel it on the back of on your back and on the back of your legs. Feel the support of the floor or the ground under your feet. Feel the temperature in the room where you are. Hear the sounds that are all around you. And then allow all of that to fade into the background and to focus on your breathing. Take a nice deep breath, and as you do so, breathe in the breath of God. And as you exhale, breathe out all that separates you from God. Breathe in the breath of life, and breathe out all that does not give you life. Breathe in God's peace, and breathe out all that does not give you peace, all of your worries and your fears and your anxieties and all the things that are on your mind that you have to get done this day. For just this little bit of time, set it all aside. And with each breath, keep breathing deeply. With each breath, breathe in God's life and peace and love. And imagine that peace spreads throughout your body like red blood cells that come into your lungs and get oxygenated and filled with the peace of God. And then from your lungs, go to your heart, and from your heart, out to the rest of your body. And so as that peace fills your lungs, your breathing stays deep and steady and peaceful. And as that peace moves to your heart rate slows and calms. And as it moves from your heart up into your neck, in your brain, in your face, the muscles in your neck relax, being filled with the peace of God moving to every cell in your body. And as it moves up into your brain, your mind slows and becomes calm and peaceful. And as it moves into your face, the muscles in your face relax. If your jaw has been clenched, it is relaxed. And then imagine it moving from your heart into your shoulders, and down your arms, and all the way to the tips of your fingers. And the muscles in your shoulders are relaxed and renewed. The muscles in your arms are renewed and refreshed, and your hands open up to receive the grace and love and peace of God. Imagine it moving from your heart into your back and your abdomen. And as it moves into your back, all of the tensions that you've been holding in your back, all of the burdens that you carry around that weigh you down, are released, and the muscles in your back are relaxed. As it moves into your abdomen, all of those bad feelings that are in the pit of your stomach are causing you to feel agitated in your stomach, and your abdomen are calmed. And imagine it moves from your heart down into your legs, into the tips of your toes. And the weariness and tiredness of your legs and the tensions that might be carried around there and in your feet all relax. You're at peace in the presence of God. Every muscle in your body, every cell in your body is touched by the peace and life and love of God. And then in your mind's eye, go to a place that represents forsakenness for you. It might be a desert spot where there is nothing growing. It might be a place where a fire has been. You choose. What kind of place would it be? And imagine yourself in a spot where you can see it all, but a spot where you can sit. Maybe there's a rock there, or a couple of rocks that are high, and you can sit and look out over the expanse of this forsakenness. Think about the times when you have felt forsaken in your life, and the reality that Jesus knows that kind of forsakenness. He felt it on the cross. think about the places in our world right now that seem forsaken. Places of massive fires in the West. A place of mass destruction in Haiti. The people of Afghanistan who have suddenly been taken over by the Taliban and feel forsaken. The fears that come in all of those places for the people who live there. People who are battling COVID right now. Healthcare workers, doctors, people who are sick, and family members who can't get to them. Jesus meets us at our places of forsakenness. It reminds us that although we feel like we are alone, we are not. Meet Jesus in this time of forsakenness. I'll be quiet while the two of you talk and while you lift up the forsakenness of your life in the world right now. And then bring that conversation to an end. There are so many places we could pray for and talk about. There's even all of the flooding that's going on right now in the Northeast, in front of or in the path of Henri, and in Tennessee and other places. So you wrap up the conversation knowing that you can come back to it whenever you want, and allow that image of forsakenness to fade away. And bring yourself back to the room where you are. In something a little different today, feel the arms of God around you. Can you feel it? Can you hear God's whisper to you, I am with you? And then, as you're in the presence of God in the place where you are, when you are ready, open your eyes. That's Take a Break, Take a Breath for Monday, August 23rd. If you have feedback for me or want to talk or pray, send an email to rick@prospectchurch.org.